With all of these that married people go through, at the end of the year, you're going to see us running towards the matching pages, and the single ones will be saying, God, when? Welcome to today's episode of Because I Can. Today, I'm here to share my thoughts as always. On this channel, we talk about everyday life issues, and today we're going to be talking about loneliness in marriage. Yes, for those of you who are single and you're thinking that when once you're married, your loneliness is over. Well, now that you're single, you are alone. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone. And when you get married and you still feel like you are single, then that is when loneliness sets in. Okay, loneliness is emotionally painful experience of being left out, of it's like you're not being carried along. The feeling of being all by yourself. And I'll also tell you what is a cause of loneliness in marriage, how to deal with loneliness, how a lonely marriage look like, and the effects of loneliness in marriage. Okay, first, let me tell you what is a cause of loneliness in marriage. Number one is going to be work and family. Sometimes we are so stressed out at work, and when we come home, the responsibility of being a mom and a dad, it takes a toll on the man and the woman, and they really do not have time for each other. Everyone is just like, sometimes we just feel this anger and frustration, and you just want to be by yourself. Okay, denying your husband the attention that he needs, or denying your wife the attention she needs. The second reason for loneliness in marriage is stress. Most time when we go out there to do our daily activities and we come back and everyone is stressed. Maybe the man just wants to be by himself, he doesn't want to talk, or the woman just wants to be by herself. And there are lots and lots of challenges in today's world. We already know. Maybe the man is thinking of how to provide for his family. Men naturally are wired logically, and we are wired in a romantic way. And for you think that man is supposed to come back and hug you, kiss you, do all of that. And when he does not do that, you just feel left out. And also, as a mother, being a mom also take a toll on the woman. So sometimes the domestic activities of a woman can also make her so tired that she does not give the husband the attention that he needs, and that will also make the man lonely. The third reason for loneliness in marriage would definitely be social media. You guys do not know how much this thing called phone has robbed marriage, the joy, the commitment, the connection that a man and his wife is supposed to have. You see that 24/7 the wife is on her phone, the husband is on his phone, they are just looking at their phone, giggling, and you are on the bed with your husband for 4 or 5 hours. No one is talking to each other. You're just on, everybody is concentrated on their phones. There's no meaningful conversation. There's just not a me-you time. Okay, everybody's just being carried away by what they see on social media. It's too much. I cannot even overemphasize on how social media or phone has caused so much disconnect between a man and his wife. Loneliness in marriage is unrealistic expectations. Okay, sometimes when you were single and you're thinking that, oh, when once I come into marriage, my husband is going to be my everything, you just let go of all your friends. That is too much for you to put on any human being. Your husband cannot be your everything. Okay, or you think that when once you get married, automatically your wife become a mind reader or your husband become a mind reader. If you do not communicate your problems, you do not communicate your needs, sorry, you just might be stuck. Okay, so let's talk about how do you deal with loneliness in marriage. First, I would say you have to talk to your spouse about it. Sometimes, maybe the man is not even aware that you're lonely as a woman, and maybe the woman is also, I don't want to be like on the woman's side, but I do not think that if a man is lonely, a woman would not realize it. But just discuss it with your spouse. Let your spouse know how you feel, be it a man or be it a woman. And you're going to be so fortunate if your significant other feel the same way. So it's easy for you to work out something that will make you guys bounce back in the relationship. But in a case where maybe it's only the woman who is feeling lonely and she's trying to explain to her husband, and the man will be like, God, this woman, what does she want from me? Then it's rather unfortunate. But in whatever circumstances you find yourself, as a man, still listening to your wife when she's complaining that she is lonely. Same as the wife. Secondly, do not sit down there and sympathize with yourself. That husband of yours is not wired to satisfy everything. Okay? Good. Try to understand your husband. Try to understand your wife. So at the time he or she is not talking to you, or is not giving you the attention that you need, then you will know that, okay, oh, these are the reasons why I'm not getting the attention that I need. But then you have to connect with your friends. Some of you, once you get married, be like, oh, I don't need friends anymore. Girl, you need friends, okay? Because that man is not going to meet your every need. So you need friends. You need to associate with family, friends, siblings. I would just say, just live your life the way that you were living it before you met him, in terms of being friendly with other people. Don't just put all the burden on him to make you happy, or put all the burden on your wife to make you happy, okay? Another way that you can deal with loneliness is find what you are good at to do. Get a hobby. Do something. If you want to start exercising, if you want to start eating healthy, just concentrate on something that makes you happy. Create that light for yourself, so that light can also shine towards others that are in darkness. Okay, maybe if you find something that makes you happy, your husband can also say, okay, maybe I'm lonely because I'm not doing the things I need to do for myself, and both of you will meet yourself halfway. That's what I'm going to say. Thirdly, learn to live alone. Do not be afraid to be alone. See, appreciate yourself enough, love yourself enough to be able to spend time with yourself. Don't always be attached to your husband like, oh, see, nobody gives anyone happiness. You create your own happiness. Even in marriage, that man is not going to make you 100% happy. That wife is not going to make you 100% happy. That loneliness, that void will not be completely filled by your husband, and it cannot be completely filled by your wife. So just enjoy being with yourself. Just love yourself enough to spend time with yourself. Don't crave for attention every minute, every second. Some people, if they are not around people, they feel hopeless. Oh, it's rather unfortunate, okay? Just love to be by yourself. Once you're by yourself, it helps you think and discover who you truly are. Okay, let's talk about what a lonely marriage look like. A lonely marriage is a marriage where there's no sense of humor, your emotional needs are not being met, there's no love, there's no affection. It's just, I think you just feel like you were more happy and fulfilled when you were single than now that you're married. The quality and the quantity of your relationship is not where it is supposed to be, okay? Hey, the bottom line is that no one can make you happy completely. You have to create your own happiness. You have to find a way that you just find a way that you have to make yourself happy. And in marriage, you have to be intentional about anything that you do for your wife and anything that you do for your husband. Okay, you have to be intentionally involved. You have to be intentionally involved in their daily activities. If not, hey, everyone gets bored with nothing. That thing that gives you joy today will not give you joy 10 years or 5 years from now. So you have to continually invest in your relationship to spice it up. If not, you just wake up one morning and find yourself back in your father's house and say, this marriage thing, I know they do again. Okay? Sometimes as a woman, it's easy for us to just hide in the umbrella of taking care of our kids, just neglecting the feeling that we are actually lonely in marriage. You are so involved in raising your kids that no one deserves to be lonely in marriage. The reason for marriage is companionship. It's just marriage is supposed to make you more happy. Two heads are better than one. You know, my joy and your joy together is supposed to be a massive joy. So why should I have any kind of emptiness or not being carried along? No matter what we go through in our marriage, in life and everything, we still owe ourselves to make our partner happy. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share my videos. See you in my next episode.